This week on Strong Arm Sports Podcast. Every team I've ever seen be successful with a game manager, they got a tough as nails defense that don't play. And I don't know if that's Green Bay.
And a solid run game, Spade.
And a solid run game. You are absolutely right. Those are two things that I don't really feel like Green Bay has.
We supposed to be the losers, but we winning though. They used to laugh at us, now we winning though. They used to tell me never in my lifetime. I guess they wasn't in their right mind.
What's going on, folks? Welcome to a brand new exciting episode of Strong Arm Sports Podcast, the realest sport podcast in all the land.
True.
This happens to be the first time you guys are watching the show. I'm one half of the show. I go by the name of K-Spade the Prospect.
And I'm your boy, leplyrs, and together we form Strong Arm Sports Spade.
Yes, sir.
It's the first official week of the NBA season, and I mean it's been a exciting week, Spade.
That's what we do, man.
Exciting week. And I mean, we got some NFL news. We're gonna start in the NFL because if you guys didn't know, it was some major things that happened in the NFL this past week, and we here to deliver that news to you guys, so you guys don't gotta deal with all the BS about, you know, with other sports media outlets. We got you right here. We got the Strong Arm Truth right here, and we here to deliver it. Spade, you ready?
Let's get it, bro. I like how this week we jump right into it, man. No sugarcoat. Let's go.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. We're gonna start off in Green Bay, Spade. You guys didn't know, the Green Bay Packers had a major injury, and when I say major, I mean the injury. This is the injury that Green Bay cannot have, and it's none other than quarterback Aaron Rodgers. He went down with a broken collarbone on his throwing shoulder. There was some speculation out there that he could return, maybe if they were to make it to the playoffs. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure he decided to have surgery, Spade, and that's pretty much going to end his season. With a collarbone, it's crazy because I was reading some reports, Spade. It said that it can heal on its own with no surgery, but there's a chance that it can be broken again, or you can get surgery and that's pretty much ends your season. Spade, I have a few questions. Is Brett Hundley good enough to lead the Packers at least to the playoffs for a wild card? Or is their season done? And two, did you think the hit on Rodgers from, I don't know why I was about to say Dwayne Rudd, from Anthony Barr, right. From Anthony Barr, do you think the hit was illegal hit? Talk to your boy.
Let's start with Hundley. I don't want to necessarily say that he's not good enough. Like that, I feel like I don't want to say that. But let me say this. Usually when you see a team throw a quarterback with a little small amount of experience back there and they're expected to maintain things, you don't really expect the young guy to come in and win games for you. You want him to kind of be a game manager. Only problem with that is every team I've ever seen be successful with a game manager, they got a tough as nails defense that don't play. And I don't know if that's
and
Green Bay.
And a solid run game, Spade.
And a solid run game. You are absolutely right. Those are two things that I don't really feel like Green Bay has. And like you said, this is the one injury that this team couldn't afford, man. We've seen them play without a number of their wide receivers. They can kind of plug and play out different tight ends. Everything still works because of the man they got under center and Aaron Rodgers. Without him, I hate to say it, I don't want to disrespect Hundley or any of those other guys. If they can still make it shake with that team, it'll shock the mess out of me, bro. It would shock me. As far as the hit was not dirty to me, bro. And I get so sick of every time somebody's injured, they think it was a dirty hit. It's a gladiator sports. You got the biggest, strongest, fastest athletes on the planet Earth running around. Somebody gonna get hurt, fam. Like, injuries at an all-time high. It's an unfortunate injury. I cannot see Anthony Barr. Nah, to me, 0% chance it was a dirty hit. That's just my opinion.
Even after the play, when Aaron Rodgers was walking off the field, he looked at Barr, he cursed him out. He said a few curse words to him. I think Aaron Rodgers was in the wrong. Anthony Barr wasn't trying to hurt you.
Nah, man.
Let me tell you, as a defensive player, and then I'm going to get into Rodgers and Hundley, and as a defensive player, they outlaws. You can't hit here, you can't hit there, pull up here. Like, you are moving so fast. Football is a game of seconds, and that's including hitting.
Yep.
You can be aiming for a guy midsection. He can drop his head. Boom. It's helmet to helmet. Like, as a defender, it's so tough. Like, we seen a play, Spade, and I'm pretty sure you remember. It was a play a few years ago maybe a few years ago when I think it was a young Pierre-Paul. I probably got the player wrong, but he had a sack and let the guy go because he didn't want to throw the guy down to the ground because he thought the guy threw the ball. Let's just say Anthony Barr didn't hit Aaron Rodgers and AA Run just ran around him. Like, maybe he thought he threw the ball and he just ran around. A lot of things can happen. I just think it's just one of those plays. Injuries happen. I don't think it was a dirty hit. You know, it was people saying Anthony Barr should be suspended or be heavenly fine. I don't think so. Injuries happen. Well. It's football. It happens. As far as Brett Hundley, Spade, crazy, I'm going to shock you, bro.
Uh-oh.
I think Brett Hundley is good enough to get them a wild card. I'm looking at the Packers. They in that division. They got to play the Bears. Minnesota's one of those teams they normally, you know, have a tough out with. But the Lions, Stafford got some injury problems. The Lions, they defense, aside from that one side with Slade, they defense ain't all that. They still got Jordy. They still got Cobb. They still got Adams. They have Martellus Bryant. And I think they found a good running back in that. I think his name is Jones. I might have his name wrong. The little kid that ran all over us. They got a nice little kid. They still got Montgomery. I feel like Hundley can at least be decent enough. I don't expect him coming out here dotting them up 3, 4, 5 touchdowns a game like Aaron Rodgers. But I think they can be good enough to make a wild card. I'm probably giving that division to Minnesota. Probably giving it to Minnesota now. But with Aaron Rodgers, I'm probably giving it to Green Bay. I think Minnesota wins that division. I think Green Bay is good enough to get a wild card now with Brett Hundley. But I want to say this. We know Green Bay doesn't have that insane defense. It seems like they can't find a pass rush. They got to find a running game. Now, I don't know if that means get Ty Montgomery out of there and let the young kid run wild, because he ran wild on us. The young kid looked good. He ran wild on us. I don't know if that means give him more carries, use Montgomery as like a little spell back, another option at wide receiver. I don't know. But I think Hundley is good enough to get them a wild card. And that's, I mean, with that division, you could probably get in 9-7, Spade. So, I mean,
that's a tough division, bro. I don't know what the Bears' record is currently, but the Bears, even in their losses, they've been in those games. They seem to have a new infusion of energy and confidence thanks to Mitchell Trubisky. Like you said, I don't think Detroit's surging up anymore. They're probably surging down, but I got Chicago kind of surging up. I got Minnesota surging up. And
I got it right here, bro. Chicago 2-4, Lions 3-3, Packers 4-2. And Minnesota 4-2.
Yeah, man.
Like, Spade, I think they can get a wild card, bro.
You might be right.
I think they can.
It shocked me.
Spade, let me go a little. We can move on after this. I just want to tell you the rest of their schedule. Green Bay has New Orleans. I think they might lose that one, but we know how Breeze play on the road. They're going up to Lambeau. I don't know. It could be a toss-up, Spade. Like, me and you was talking about the Saints' defense off camera. I think they're a little better. You said they better. I think they are way better than what they used to be. But that's a toss-up game. Then they got a bye, so that's another week. They have a bye week 8. That's another week. You got Hundley under there, getting him acclimated more to the first-team offense. Maybe some better coaching, game tape. Then it's a running game, Spade. They got Detroit, they got Chicago, they got Baltimore, they got Pittsburgh, they got Tampa Bay, they got Cleveland. Hey, you want to get your quarterback right, let them play Cleveland.
That's a dub, yep.
Then they got Carolina, then they got Minnesota again, then they end with Detroit. I can see them being 9-7, Spade, maybe 10-6. I can see it.
We'll see.
Interested to know how Green Bay fans feel, though. Was the hit dirty? Do you see them still making the playoffs with Hundley? Let me know in the comment section down below.
All right, bro. So since we're talking football and we over on the NFC side of things, I kind of mentioned this team last week. Once it got to the segment where we was giving out strong arm performers of the week, I talked about this young quarterback. I got to admit, man, I didn't see this guy being this good. I didn't see this team being this good. And, of course, I'm talking about the Philadelphia Eagles. You guys don't know, man, the Eagles are sitting atop the NFL with a 5-1 record. They've had a great season so far that's just to me, caught me all off guard. They lost Alshon Jeffrey. They replaced him with Aguilar, who's been looking amazing. They always have had big question marks on the run game. They picked up LeGarrette Blount in the offseason, who has been looking amazing. And Carson Wentz continues to prove why he was worth the risk of the Eagles, reaching out, taking him so early. The question that I want to know, and I know everything I just said means I really shouldn't even ask this question, but I'm going to ask it anyway. leplyrs, do you believe the Eagles? And try not to answer as a Cowboys fan. Are these guys
Spade, I got a job to do. I'm the NFL expert over here, and I'm going to say what, Spade? The Eagles shocked the hell out of me, bro. They shocked the hell out of me.
I think they shocked the hell out of Eagles fans. Now, Eagles fans ain't going to admit it today. They're going to be like,
I was just about to say that. Never say that. But the Eagles, if you would have told an Eagle fan they were going to be 5-1, they'd have been like, no way.
I can't see it. It shocked me.
But they shocked the hell out of me, Spade. I want to say one thing. Nelson Aguilar seemed like he's a player. He was dealing with drops. Last year, I was like, man, this guy can't catch a pillow, let alone a football.
Fact.
But
Even if you throw it under
he seemed to have his hands in order. That guy has been playing phenomenal. The Eagles are 5th in rushing in the NFL. LeGarrette Blount, they lost Sproles, who we know is like a dynamic back out the backfield. They lost Sproles out for the season. LeGarrette Blount has been pounding. They got Wendell Smallwood. Wentz has been amazing. They made some crazy trades. They were trading wide receivers from corners and corners for wide receivers. They was just doing so much.
And they're about to get Darby back. I think Darby's about to
get Darby back. And we both think Darby's a solid corner in this league. Zach Ertz look like he's a top 5 tight end in the league. Ertz has been all he do is catch touchdowns. Spade, their defense is solid. I want to say the Eagles are for real. I hope I'm wrong.
I think so.
I hope I'm wrong. But I want to say the Eagles are for real. It looked like Wentz has taken that next step, went through some rookie struggles. They started off kind of hot last year, and then they fell off. But it looked like Wentz got it figured out. Seemed like, they say at a certain time when you're in the NFL or when you're playing professional sports, the game slow down. They said it slow down. And I think Wentz is seeing the field better. The game has slowed down for Wentz. And Spade, we talk about this thing that you can't see called confidence. I think Wentz believes now he belongs. Maybe
I think they all believe, bro.
Year. Maybe not so much last year, but right now, Wentz feel I can do this. And hey, it's an unseen characteristic. But once you start believing you can do something, hey, sky's the limit. And I think Wentz is proving that the Eagles are for real. I hope I'm wrong.
You know what's impressive to me, bro?
Go ahead.
That offensive production of this team, I didn't really see this coming. In 5 games, they damn near scoring 30 points a game, every game. Even in their loss, they scored 20 points. That was their lowest scoring output so far this season. They gave the Redskins 30. They gave the Giants 27. They gave the Chargers 26. They gave the Cardinals 34. And they, just this past week, gave the Carolina Panthers 28. Like, this team is getting in the end zone. They are scoring way more than I ever saw them scoring, man. I mean, Eagles soar, I guess, man. I don't know. They look official to me. Right now, if I got to put my money on it, I'm going to say they for real, man. Like, they look good. And I ain't see it coming.
I hope I'm wrong, but
You're
I think they for real. I think they for real, too. I think, a lot of people want to say they really didn't. I mean, the Giants, I think the Giants still have a solid defense, regardless how people feel about that offense and all the injuries the Giants been facing. I think the Giants still got a solid defense. Now, you can score with your tight end on the Giants. If the Giants play this week, start whoever at tight end against the Giants. That's some fantasy news for y'all. Tight ends kills the Giants. But Spade, I still think the Giants have a solid defense. I think the Chargers, for whatever, regardless of what their record is, I think the Chargers is a tough team to play. I just didn't see this. I mean, even whenever you play a Division 4 like the Redskins or the Giants or the Cowboys, it's a tough game. And they've been answering the bell every week. 5-1, best record in the league. Eagles for real. I'm sorry to say it, but I hope I'm wrong. Go Cowboys.
Eagles soar.
Whoa.
I don't know the song, but I think it goes something like that. I don't know.
It's trash, but it goes something like that. Let's move on, bro.
All right.
Let's take it to the NBA. It was the start, the official start of the official week starting the NBA, Spade. And I want to say, I was excited, Spade.
I know you was.
I was excited.
It's the best sport on the planet.
It was some big games. Oh, here we go with the narrative. Spade big on narrative now.
That's right. The
storyline,
bro.
Real big
NBA get it. Adam Silver, you get it, bro.
Spade.
Go ahead.
But other than that, man, it's been some injuries, Spade, and I was like, ugh. Woo, it had you. Spade, it's been some injuries. I'm just going to run through them, and then we can talk about each one. Gordon Hayward injury was just horrific. And I tweeted, ESPN, stop showing the damn injury. Like, stop showing it. They just kept running it. Stop showing the injury. But Gordon Hayward is injured out for the season. Rose is injured again. He might be day-to-day, but nonetheless, it is still another injury for Derrick Rose. Chris Paul is injured. Dennis Smith Jr. is injured. I don't think his injury is that bad, but nonetheless, he's still injured. Spade.
Yes.
So first, talk to me about the Chris Paul, the Hayward, and the Rose injury. Not so much the Dennis Smith Jr. injury. I'm just saying people that was injured. But I really want to get your take on Gordon Hayward, Chris Paul, and Derrick Rose, their injuries. What do we see for their teams moving forward?
I was just about to say, of those three teams, man, there's only one team in the mix that I really don't feel like is going to take a huge hit, and that's the Cavs. I mean, because worst case scenario, LeBron James can play point guard, and I mean that figuratively. I'm not saying he's actually going to line up at the one, but you can run your offense through LeBron James, and they'll be all right. Plus, I mean, I still feel like they're figuring it out. And Rose looked good in the game I saw. He looked good, but they still figuring it out. The Celtics, on the other hand, they got a major problem. They got a major problem without Gordon Hayward. We already felt like this team gave away a lot of defensive assets in order to build more offense. And now you're missing the defensive assets and a big part of your offense. And I think, and it's a long-term injury too. So I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if you see the Celtics get active in free agency or maybe even try to make something shake, pulling somebody up from the D-League. I don't know. I feel like they want to watch things for a minute. Obviously, you don't want to hit the panic button yet, but they're going to have to make some moves. As far as the Rockets might be in trouble too. And I know everybody's saying, wait a minute, Harden already proved he could play the one, and he did. But let's not forget, man, Houston gave away a ton of assets to acquire CP3. A ton of assets. So that team, to me, I already questioned the depth of that team. One of the reasons they was able to have the success they had last season was because of their depth, and that's all gone now. So now that you got CP3 hurt, I don't really know exactly how they're going to manage depth, and I think that hurts them. I also feel like you put James Harden back in a situation where he's doing everything offensively, and you already know with James, once he starts to do everything offensively, he starts to do less defensively. So, yeah, those two teams, I think they're going to have to figure it out. There's already been reports that the Houston Rockets are on the phone with teams trying to make a deal for a point guard. And they only expect CP3 to miss a month, but that lets you know that they are worried about the 4 weeks they're possibly going to have to go without CP3. They're already trying to figure it out.
They was actually trying to sign Jameer Nelson in free agency, but he ended up signing with the Pels this morning, on Saturday morning, signed with the Pels. I think Jameer Nelson would have been a nice little fit for him. Jameer Nelson, veteran in the league, know how to play this game. High IQ, played well when he filled in when he was with the Nuggets last year. I think Jameer Nelson would have been a nice fit for them, but he ended up signing with the Pelicans. Spade, as far as Gordon Hayward, man, like you said, they gave. Wow, when you give up all that to get Kyrie and Gordon Hayward, and the city is infused with this, this new smell, like this new car smell. You got Kyrie, you got Gordon Hayward, and then for him to just go down on this injury, it just was an ugly injury. I feel bad for Gordon Hayward. Hopefully he get well.
Terrible for him.
Yeah, it's terrible,
6
man.
minutes into
I mean,
the first
everybody.
game. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. First game of the season, it's just terrible. And I hate the Celtics. I hate the matter of fact. Let me not say I hate the Celtics. I hate Celtic fans more than I hate the Celtics. But I still don't want anybody to ever go down with no season-ending injury like this, and it just sucks. It just sucks. Now, see, a lot of people say me and you got some flack. Because we was like, Gordon Hayward wanted to be the man. Kyrie wanted to be the man. And he was like, well, they don't want to be the man. But anyway, Kyrie is going to put more pressure on Kyrie. The Celtics are now 1-2. It's going to put a ton of pressure on Kyrie. Kyrie said he wanted to go over there and be a complete player, become a complete point guard. Bro, you have your chance now because you really
have to do it.
You got a bunch of young guys now. You got Tatum, you got Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown look like he's a player, Spade.
Yeah,
Tatum look like he's a player. So
yeah, he does.
Kyrie, you're going to have to lead these young guys because you got a very young team over there now. They done gave away a lot of veteran leadership with Crowder and Bradley and all these guys. It's on Kyrie. Celtic fans, it's on Kyrie. So let's see can Kyrie answer. Spade, I'm not as worried about the Rockets as you are. I think you can put James Harden back there. They still got EG, Ariza. I mean, if Ariza could knock down shots, I think they'd be all right. That's a big if. I think we both like Capella. I think the Rockets would be all right.
Capella.
Of course, you definitely wish you had Chris Paul on the court. Just a guy that can get everybody easier shots. I mean, even when Chris Paul played that game, he ended the game toughing it out. Like he got hurt. He played the game. He played the whole game.
Yeah.
I mean, I just felt like he got James Harden even easier looks. Like Chris Paul was facilitating. It was sometimes I was like, yo, how are they leaving James Harden wide open? He was wide open. But I just feel like James Harden can get them through a month. And hopefully Chris Paul come back. It's Spade. We talked about this before on our show. Chris Paul always seems to have these nagging injuries. It's always something with Chris Paul. Some type of injury. And I hate to say it, but it's true. Chris Paul, remember he broke his hand and it was an ankle, it was a leg, it was a hip. Now it's a knee. The Rockets, I think they will be all right. As far as the Cavs, I wrote on Twitter, I think Derrick Rose will be fine. He said it was a flagrant play. He was going up for a layup, came down on a guy's ankle. I feel like it was a basketball play. I don't think it was dirty. I could be wrong. I think the Cavs are going to be just fine. If we looking around the East, nobody in the East is scared of Cavs, especially with them having LeBron, Spade. I think the Cavs go to the finals as usual. I see the Warriors in the finals too, but I just think the West, being in the West, I feel like the Rockets' best chance of beating the Warriors, they definitely need a healthy CP3. So they have to get that dude healthy. Even if it take another month. I think we both feel the Rockets are making it to the playoffs. Even if it takes another month, if it take another month, Spade, let me ask you this. If it take another month, you got to rest CP3 for 2 months for him to be completely healthy so he can be ready for the playoffs. Wouldn't you do it?
I would, but see, this is the thing. Seeding is super important, man, and you want that seeding is good because, I mean, if you rest them for 2 months and you come back and you get first,
you don't want the first of that. You don't want that 8th or that 7th seed.
I don't even care about the 7th too much. You don't want that damn 8.
Yeah.
That's what you don't want.
I mean, I don't think you want the 7 because I think if we speculate and we'll say what the Spurs maybe get the 2nd seed, maybe OKC. You don't want to play them in a 7-game series to start the thing. Yeah. But I think they can beat, if Memphis was to make it or somebody else like that, I think they'd be all right. You definitely don't want the 8th seed.
Yeah, what I'm concerned about is I'm looking at that roster now, and they got Chris Paul and Bobby Brown being the only 2 point guards on this team. So, like,
because they're going to slide Harden there, Spade. We know they're going to slide Harden right down. Like I said, I would have liked for them to pick up Jameer Nelson, but maybe they
need some depth, bro. They only got 2 shooting guards on the roster, 2 point guards on the roster, 2 power forwards on the roster, and they got like 4 centers. Like I feel like they need something, and they might be able to pull something from the D League. For depth, I feel like they need that. But I want to ask you about Boston without Gordon Hayward, and let me mention. Tatum looks like like LePere said, Tatum looked like he going to be all right. Jaylen Brown looked like he going to be all right. Jaylen Brown really got this thing about LeBron. Every time he see that, man, he go at him. I don't feel like he's won any of those fights, but he's showing it ain't no fear. And you want to see a player that get up for the big games.
Hey, Spade, at least he fighting back. He throwing punches.
He's fighting back, right. He's still getting beat up, but he getting some licks in.
Now
let me ask you this. Without Gordon Hayward, and I know it's still super, super early, but without Gordon Hayward, do you have them second in the East?
I don't know, man. You might want
That's
to
what
say,
I'm saying. They might have
wanna
fallen
say
to third in the
Toronto
East
or
without Gordon
Washington.
Hayward. Right. They might be third in the East.
Toronto
now.
or Washington.
I don't even know. I don't even know. So yeah, I feel like for them, I think it's
even
issue.
without Gordon Hayward, they're a top 4 team in the East. I think.
Oh yeah. But I mean, the question was whether or not they was first or second when they had Hayward, which I always had them at second. But it was a legitimate question because they was the number 1 seed last year. You bring in Tatum.
Let me ask you, Spade. I
know.
Do LeBron care about the first seed? Because LeBron gonna be
not.
Wherever LeBron want to be with. Wherever LeBron want to be is where the Cavs gonna be. So if he want to gun, if he want to gun for the first seed, they'll be the first seed. If he don't give a damn, and he like, yo, I just want home court, in the first round, then that's where they'll be. So it depends on LeBron. LeBron, you want the first seed, then they had a first seed. So
I agree.
Even if the Celtics seed depend on LeBron, like where LeBron want to be.
Oh yeah.
So it
now
depends.
I'm just saying, if LeBron feel like he don't care about the first seed, who gonna be first? Is it gonna be Toronto or is it gonna be Washington or right?
I think in my opinion, those are the best 4 teams in the East: Cleveland, Washington, Toronto, and the Celtics. Celtics, they 1 and 2 right now, but I think they'll get it figured out. But like I said,
we'll see.
To me, those are the teams in the East. Everybody else can be.
Milwaukee look good though. It's early. Milwaukee looks good though.
They do. They 1 and 1. They 1 and 1, but they do. Greek Freak is getting better, and that's scary.
And that's scary. Let's move forward, bro.
Let's move on.
One of the reasons why we're talking about the East right now is because when you look over on the West, you really I'm taken back by all the talent in the West. Like, I don't care what they do. They trying their best to balance things out. The lottery system with drafts was supposed to help the talent even out, and it ain't really working, man. It's a lot of talent in the West. And with that, I want to go over to talk about the Lakers for a minute. I mean, the Lakers weren't a really good team last year. They weren't a good team the year before. Like, we already know, the Lakers are a rebuilding franchise right now.
Yep.
Their young rookie, Lonzo Ball, 19 years old. He brings a lot of excitement. The man was selling out. He was single-handedly selling out summer league games. He's a big topic of discussion, whether you hate him or love him. And for some odd reason, I find that people are never, and I say never loosely, I really shouldn't use that. A lot of people aren't even killed on Lonzo Ball. They either love everything he do or he can never do good enough for him. He can score 1,000 points and they'll be like, that's all? Just 1,000? Like, so it's those two people. Lonzo Ball in his debut came out. He was guarded by a very motivated Patrick Beverley. This show loves Pat Bev. LaParis and myself, we love Pat Bev. I want to hang with Pat Bev. When I see Pat Bev, I want to throw my pick away. I don't even want to pick my beard, bro. I just want
a few people. If I get in a fight and they be like, yo, who you want with you? Pat Bev, one of them dudes. If they be like, pick Pat Bev.
Exactly. But Patrick Beverley is first team all NBA, all defensive team. Like, let's get it right. He is one of the best perimeter defenders in the league. And the reason why so many people, and I don't know that a lot of people do like him, but the people who like Pat Bev, one of the reasons that we just love this dude is because of this hunger. Like, his path to where he got there, he don't seem like a diva. He don't seem like that guy. Like, that dude had a struggle to get there. He wasn't, they wasn't foaming at the mouth for Pat Bev when he came out of college. He went overseas. He did some other things to get in the league. So when you hear Pat Bev say he'll never sit for resting, he don't believe in that. If something ain't broke on me, I'm playing. That type of intensity, you can't put a value on that. And he was motivated before the game, before it even happened. He was on Twitter saying, wait a minute, I'm guarding Lonzo Ball in his first game. I don't know what y'all think he's going to do. Well, he basically went out there and he bullied Lonzo Ball. A hot take Twitter couldn't wait to get on that. They was like, Lonzo Ball's a bust. He only had 3 points in his first games. You know, how you going to get shut down by Pat Bev, blah, blah, blah. I went to Twitter. I said, I see a lot of hot takes about Lonzo. The kid is going to be fine. He had a bad game in his first game against one of the best defenders in the league. Pat Bev will probably dog your favorite PG like that too, especially if he had extra motivation. Pat Bev, one of those guys that he get up for the game anyway. But if your favorite PG popping off on Twitter about him before the game and he got extra motivation, it's just going to be a headache. You don't want to see Pat Bev coming. You don't. If you got the ball, the last person you want to see is little ugly ass Pat Bev. You don't want to see that dude. He's scary. I told everybody. I said Lonzo's going to be all right. He bounced back in his second game. He was 1 assist shy of being the youngest player to put up a triple-double at 19 years old. 29 points, 11 rebounds, and 9 assists. I saw something on Twitter, lepairs, and this is what I want to talk about. I kind of went the long route. Somebody said, I'm really waiting to see when he play the Wizards, and he's matched up with John Wall. That's going to be a test to see if this guy can stay in front of John Wall. And I went, who the hell can stay in front of John Wall? Like, nobody really stays in front. Why is he expected to do that? So it's a lot of weird expectations. So I'm coming to you, lepairs, somebody who I respect your opinion. What's a fair expectation for Lonzo Ball this year, in your opinion?
Spade, let me tell you something. First of all, let me speak on Pat Bev. I'm going to ask you a question, but let me speak on Pat Bev. People saying Lonzo had 3 points like Pat Bev. Listen, anybody know me? Pat Bev can play on my team any day of the week. I love Pat Beverly. I love Pat Bev. Pat Bev, ask Russell Westbrook why him and Pat Bev still have beef right now. Because Pat Bev don't have no turn off. He don't turn down. Like Pat Bev is intensity 93, 94 feet on the whole court. Pat Bev is that type of guy. I love Patrick Beverly. Russell Westbrook was calling a timeout. Pat Bev went in there trying to get a steal and messed up Westbrook's knee. Westbrook was out for the damn season. That's the type of player Pat Bev is. Ain't no chill with Pat Bev. So I knew Pat Bev was going to be a tough out for Lonzo. As far as my expectations for Lonzo, I think he's going to have a solid rookie season. Like it's crazy. I told you this off camera. I think a lot of people either like or dislike him because of his father. I think Lonzo came back, he responded, and he had a great game against the Suns. Now, I know somebody in the comment section going to say, oh, it's the Suns. I don't care. It's like he don't make the schedule. He got to play the teams that's in front of him. I think Lonzo Ball, I think he will be in contention for rookie. You know, he's had some injury issues. He's been out. He didn't play in like the last 4 preseason games. He had some injury issues. If he can stay healthy, I think he will be in contention for Rookie of the Year. And I know somebody gonna say Ben Simmons and all these guys, but Ben Simmons been practicing with NBA guys for a whole year. So let's relax. But I think Lonzo will be in contention for Rookie of the Year. I think he's gonna have a solid NBA season. I'll tell you what I do like about Lonzo Ball. I like how he responded in that next game against the Suns because people say, oh, it's the Suns. They still got Eric Bledsoe over there who's a savvy
They still an NBA team. I don't know why people would say that. Oh, it's Phoenix. What? They became a high school team all of a sudden? Those are
Let's
NBA
not act
players,
like Bledsoe is trash. Like, Bledsoe is a player in this league. Let's cut the crap. I think Lonzo will be all right. He's going to be all right. It's just crazy to me that they like, oh, I want to see what you said. People saying they want to see what he want to do about, against John Wall. What is that? Game 5 in the NBA? Like, that's his 5th game. Relax. Right. Like, relax. This guy just got these 19 years old, 1 year fresh out of college. He's going to be fine, man. I'll tell you what. Let me tell you what I wrote on Twitter, Spade, and then I'm going to let you go. I wrote on Twitter that people saying that it's crazy that the expectations are this high. I look at the Lakers roster, and I don't see. I'm still not sold on Ingram. People telling me Ingram is Kevin Durant. When you say that, I'm expecting Kevin Durant. Ingram don't even look like Corey Brewer. Corey Brewer was on the court last night. Corey Brewer. Like, I'm looking at Ingram, and I don't see it. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe during the season, maybe he'll get better. I don't see it. People telling me Ingram is it. I don't see it. People said, I've seen people on Twitter, well, who's their best player? Brook Lopez, to me, is their best player. I like the Kuzma kid, but they so young. Randall, I don't know. People telling me Draymond Green-ish. I don't see it. I mean, even Walton said that he expect Randall to be Draymond Green. I don't see Draymond Green. I don't see Draymond Green when I see Randall. I don't. But I don't like that. I look at that team and I know people going to be like, well, Caldwell Pope is hurt. People said that team was going to make the playoffs. I don't see it, especially in the West. They are not making no playoffs. They're not making the playoffs. But I think Lonzo Ball can put together a solid NBA rookie season, and then like next year we'll see growth. But give him a break. God, it ain't his fault. It ain't his fault that they putting cameras all in his father's face and his father keep talking. That's not his fault. Sheesh.
Yeah, man. I think for me, expectations for this kid is to continue to show improvement. I won't even give him a numbers expectation because I keep telling people this on Twitter. The Lakers team, this isn't a good team. This isn't a good team. So you can't turn around and add a 19-year-old rookie at the 1 and expect this team to take this huge leap forward and be like a championship contender.
Who their best player?
Brook Lopez.
Yeah, okay.
Brook Lopez.
I agree.
I mean, nobody else on that team has averaged 21 a game for a season that I know of.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
No, I mean, no.
Let me go through and look.
Spade, people look at that Laker. I don't even understand how people were saying that Laker team can make the playoffs. People saying that they can be 6, 7, and 8 in the West. How? How? What are y'all looking at?
I don't know who's saying that, but I completely disagree. And I'm gonna go ahead and throw a hot take out there, bro, and then we can move forward.
Go ahead.
Brandon Ingram, let me rock with you, bro. Hey, man, I'm never quick to pull the curtains on a young guy. It takes some time, and usually it takes an event. Like we saw Devin Booker turning on in the second half of his season after a good performance in that three-point contest. I say all the time, I like All-Star Weekend to get rookies or young guys some confidence, and I like Summer League to get young guys some confidence. But, bruh, I'm giving you to next year. Like, next season will be his 3rd season. Bro, if I don't start seeing this, I mean, at this point, it needs to be a substantial step. I'm about ready to say Brandon Ingram was a bust. And not because I don't expect them to come out and be able to make this team a winner. Man, this starting lineup is Lonzo Ball, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Brandon Ingram, Julius Randle, and Brook Lopez. That's not a good 5. I'm sorry. Like, that's not a good 5.
Let me give you a
Brandon Ingram ain't showed me enough, bro. I haven't seen enough from this kid. I haven't.
He hasn't showed me anything. I mean, a good game here and there. These guys are in the NBA. I expect a good game here and there. Like, I mean, you're in the NBA. I mean, I will expect a good game here and there. But I'm going to give you another hot take, Spade. I like Larry Nance Jr. better than Randall. I like Nance Jr. That guy brings intensity on the court. To me, he's a better defender. He blocks shots. He's athletic as hell. He can hit the little mid-range. Like, Julius Randle, like, he be out there dribbling like he's a guard, pulling threes like he's Steph Curry. I don't know, Spade. I don't think that's a good roster. I don't see them in the playoffs. And maybe that's why people's expectations were so high, because it's been a ton of people on a lot of other media outlets saying the Lakers will be a playoff team. And I don't know if they expect him because of Lonzo Ball. Maybe it's because they got Caldwell-Pope and Brook Lopez. I don't know. But to me, Brook Lopez is the best player. I think Lonzo Ball will put together a solid rookie season. We'll see more growth next year. But I just think it's unfair expectations to be just saying this kid is a bust after one game. He responded the second game and y'all still wasn't happy. Like, oh, well, he played Phoenix. Phoenix just got beat by 100 against Dame Lillard. So what? They NBA team. They got NBA professionals. The kid played well.
And Dame Lillard did not have 11 boards or 9 dimes. I think he had about 29 or 30 points or something like that. Maybe 27 points.
This is my last thing, man. And just because a person can't stay in front of John Wall, like John Wall is an elite all-star point guard in the NBA. Just because somebody can't stay in front of John Wall or get D'd up by Pat Bev, like it's going to be, it's the NBA. It's a long, grueling season. 82 games. A guy coming from college playing 20, 30 games. You have to get acclimated to that thing. The intensity is different. He's going to be all right, man. Pat Bev is a stud defensively. John Wall is an amazing player. Like, he's all world. Like, cut the crap out. So he's supposed to be able to shut down John Wall. Like, stop it. That's dumb. Spade, let's move on.
All right.
We got to take it to Chicago, Spade.
UFC.
I know you guys was wondering what we're going to talk about this, and we got to, man. Anybody know, man? I troll a lot, and I be like, oh, you know, Chicago Bulls 4th best team. I know the Chicago Bulls suck, y'all. Relax. I know the Bulls are trash. But this right here, this right here is just unacceptable. Bobby Portis and Nico Meredith was going at it in practice. Tempers flared, and Bobby Portis punched Nico in the face, broke his face. Like, Nico had to go to the hospital and get surgery. Bobby Portis is suspended for 8 games. We just made an already terrible roster worse because 2 of our best players, if you want to even call them our best players, 2 of our best players are out because Nico has a face as his face is broke. I don't mean to laugh, but Nico's face is broke, and Bobby Portis suspended for 8 games. Spade, what the hell is going on in Chicago, man?
I'll tell you what's going on in Chicago. And I was going to joke about this, but I'm not even going to joke. I'm serious. It's a team that's really bad right now, but at the same time, they looking for an identity. Like, they completely blowed it up, man. At first, I remember back in the days, it was like, think about getting rid of Jimmy Butler. Like, maybe Jimmy Butler and Derrick Rose ain't really vibing. I remember LaPierre saying we need to get rid of Derrick Rose. We need to build with Jimmy Butler. They got rid of both of them. I don't even know. I mean, you can say it's Zach LaVine team, but he ain't even healthy. You got Nico, who always have felt like he was the man. To me, when I watch him play, that man plays like, he plays with great confidence. Like, he be pulling shots, and I'm like, what is this guy thinking? Like, he's always played with that
what
confidence.
He is, in my opinion.
You got Bobby Portis. You got both of these young guys, and I think they fighting for that spot. And I don't mean like playing time, even though I think they play the same position. It's about it's about staking your territory. Like, these guys are really out there saying this is my squad, or they see the potential for it to be their squad. And man, and tempers flare, things get heated. It's fights in sports all the time. I was looking for it when you was talking. I saw it, bro, and they was trying to tell me exactly what was wrong, bro, with some bones I ain't never heard of, man. Like, it was like Nico has a broken meniscus appendix. I was like, damn, broke something in this man's face I ain't never even heard of. Like, it was crazy. It's unfortunate, man. Like you said, both of them guys need to be on the floor. This Bulls team is bad. They need all the help they can get. And this doesn't help at all, man. It's really bad.
I just got it hot off the press. I'm gonna give credit from Bleacher Report. It say Bobby Portis texts Nico Mirotic to apologize for punching him, but hasn't gotten a response yet. Nico didn't respond. He said Bobby Portis said I never meant to hurt him, but you punched him in his face and broke his face. It's crazy.
I mean, he didn't say he didn't mean to punch him. Just say mean to bust his dismudiscus alamabiscus. He ain't mean to tie all that up. Just wanted to give him one.
I'm gonna tell you the lone bright spot about this situation, Spade. And that's this Mark Cannon guy is gonna get the playing time. Like, we shorthanded. So this Mark Cannon guy that we drafted, number 7 overall, he gotta play. And, I mean, he played that first game. We got our ass kicked, but the kid played well. He was the only bright spot in that whole game. Like, the kid played well. Mm-hmm. Spade, that's pretty much it. Like, to me, this Bulls team, this roster's not a good roster. I tweeted, even it was either yesterday or the day before yesterday, I tweeted, I said, I feel like the Bulls didn't get anything for Jimmy Butler. I know we got Zach LaVine. I know we got Chris Dunn, and I like Dunn. Dunn is out. Zach LaVine is out. I feel like for Jimmy Butler, a player of Jimmy Butler caliber, we were supposed to get something way better. Now, Zach LaVine, people telling me, when Zach LaVine get healthy, he's going to average 30 points. He's going to be the man. Okay. But I just think when you trade a guy like Jimmy Butler, an all-star, and at least in the East, he was it in the East, I feel like we were supposed to get a lot more for Jimmy Butler. We got Zach LaVine. We got Chris Dunn, and we got I guess the Mark Cannon guy was part of the trade. I don't know any of these guys. I'm just saying, why didn't we try and maybe not get Zach LaVine? Maybe let them keep Zach LaVine and get Wiggins or something. I don't know. I just felt like we could have got a lot more for Jimmy Butler, and I felt like I really want guard Foreman and Paxton going. I want the coach going. If the Bulls gonna blow it up, I really want them to blow it up. I want the coach going and both GMs. Doug Collins said, Doug Collins is actually, I think he's player operations for us now. Like, Doug Collins took a job with the Bulls. I think he's player operations. But Doug Collins said this team is dysfunctional from the top to the bottom. So he's talking about GM, coach, all the way down. So, but top to bottom, that's owner too. So Doug Collins said that he worked for the damn Bulls. So
let me go through this timeline. I want to read some of this stuff on the timeline.
Okay.
All right, so Paxson released a statement saying it's his understanding that the best course of action is for Mirotic to have surgery. Paxson says this don't hurt the players, it hurts the team. And he says that Portis crossed the line. Hoiberg says, my job to not let this incident derail us. So I guess somebody said, Fred, do you feel like you could have stopped this? He said, I ain't got nothing to do with that. But it's my job to not let this derail us. Newsflash, Fred, you guys was already off the rails. Like, you can't get derailed when you on the grass. You're not even on the rail. But things do get a little more interesting as I continue to scroll up. They come out and said that Portis was at practice.
Yep.
Fred Hoiberg said that Portis apologized to his team. Hoiberg said that he texted Mirotic. He says Mirotic is still sore. It gets worse. Hold up. Portis publicly apologizes to Mirotic.
Spade, like Spade, mature yourself, Spade. Spade, mature yourself.
No, listen. It said he texted and called Nico, but hadn't got a response. The man is not taking his calls. Bobby Portis on if he's concerned that Mirotic may take legal action. I'm not concerned about it at this point. I'm just trying to publicly apologize to Nico, my teammates, and that I'm real sincere about this situation. Portis said I was wrong for what I did, and I want to publicly apologize. Man, that man PR dude is working overtime. Portis said, I feel like I let my fans, the Bulls organization, and most importantly, my teammates down. This is not who Bobby Portis is. Well, I tell you what. I don't know who this is if it ain't Bobby Portis, but he looked just like you, Bobby, for one. And Nico need to drink milk. LePage, you ever been punched in your face? Be honest.
Yes, I got punched in my face.
I've been punched in my face. I've been punched in my nose, and I ain't break nothing. So y'all pick at me about eating cereal. For those that don't know, I eat cereal for a snack. Eat some milk. Get some milk. Drink some milk. Or you can eat it with cereal. But you got to have osteoporosis if a punch to the face just tear your whole face up like that. I don't know, LePage, do you... All right, let me be serious for a minute, then we can move forward. Do one of these guys have to be traded now? Can they get past
Absolutely.
this?
Absolutely.
Who you want?
I'm on record of saying get Nico out of there before we even re-signed him. I was like, man, Nico got to go. Nico got to go. I've been said that, but now, you know what? With this incident, Spade, no way. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm different. No way I can be on a team with a guy that punched me in my face, broke my face, and we play ball together every day and practice every day. No, I couldn't do it. Somebody got to go.
Steve Smith played on the Panthers. He broke a teammate's jaw or something. They stayed teammates, I think, at least for another season or two.
I don't know. I think Steve Smith got the hell out of there that next year. I couldn't do it because I'll be trying to fight that guy he don't butt me.
You be trying to fight a guy that broke your meniscus and a hibiscus? You don't want no more sauce with that guy. You probably don't like him.
I think
you don't want to fight again.
Go, maybe both of them.
Wow.
We ain't going nowhere anyway. Blow it all the way up. Blow it all the way up.
They both can't go. You ready to move forward, bro?
Let's get it.
All right, let's get it, y'all. We know the show's running a little long, but y'all ain't got nothing to do anyway. You don't want to do your job. Like, what you going to do? Your work? We got you. All right, so top fives continue, man. And yes, we know the NBA season has already begun, but that does not stop us from doing our job. We dedicated over here, man. So as promised, this week we're going to do 2 NBA positions. We're going to give you guys our top 5 small forwards as well as our top 5 shooting guards. You know the rules. We start at 5. We work our way to 1. It's not solely based on stats. It could also be a combination of stats. Well, it will also be a combination of stats, our predictions, and what we see from the eye test. We're going to start with small forwards. LePage, you're going to start with number 5. Are you ready?
Yep.
Let's go.
I want to say honorable mention. Honorable mention, I'm giving it to Melo. I know he's playing power forward now. I didn't have Melo on my power forward list because I thought he was playing small forward. I thought Paul George would be a 2 guard. But looking at their lineup, Melo is the power forward, Paul George is small forward. And Roberson, shockingly, is the 2. Anyway, Melo gets honorable mention. He didn't make my list. At 5, I have none other than Paul George. Paul George is definitely the number 5 best small forward in the league right now. So give me some Paul George.
Okay. At 5.
At 5.
Okay. I mean, if you say so. I can't really complain. I already know what's going to happen. I'm going to get attacked for mine, and I'm okay with that. The young man that I got at number 5 is phenomenal, and it ain't going to be long before he's going to be at the top of this list. Right now, I'm just not loving the fact that I don't feel like this guy has a consistent jumper. Right now, they can't really stop him from getting to the basket. Let me say that. But if he stopped from getting to the basket, I think you stop him. He doesn't
Spade.
have a reliable jumper. I don't care if y'all get mad. I don't care if y'all get mad. And number 5, I got the Greek freak, Giannis Antetokounmpo at 5. I'm sorry, bro. That's where I got him. That's where I got him.
Okay,
now,
you want to go to the 2 guards, or you want to stay with small forwards?
Let's stay with small forwards because I don't want to confuse these people.
Okay, let me
give you my number 4.
Give me your 4. Go ahead.
Yeah, let me give you my number 4. This dude right here, man, his role changed. And I'm going to tell you, let me set this up. His role changed. He just recently left a team where he was the man. He just joined a team that already got some talent on it. I'm going to tell you why I think this helps him. If you guys remember, when Kevin Durant was the man, I guess, at OKC, some games he brought it, some games he didn't. You put him in a system where he don't have to carry all the weight on his back. His efficiency numbers have gone through the roof. And I think this guy has the same opportunity in his new location. So my prediction, and this is why I got him ahead of the Greek freak. And number 4, I got Paul George, recently joined OKC. I got him at the number 4 small forward going into the season.
Okay. At number 4, Spade.
Why you sound like that?
Because I just...
You upset with
me. At number 4, I have none other than the Greek freak, Spade. Giannis Antetokounmpo. They call him the alphabet. Spade.
Okay.
We got him switched. So you got Paul George at 4, Greek freak at 5. I got Paul George at 5, Greek freak at 4. But Spade, right now, give me Greek freak over Paul George. Right now. Damn a jumper.
You don't feel like Greek freak got
damn a jumper. I want the complete package, which I think the Greek freak has. Now that jumper, listen, relax. Let me talk.
Okay.
His 3-point shot has gotten better, Spade. It still isn't where it should be, but I feel like the kid is working for it, and I think you'll see this season, he will shoot a better percentage from 3. But Greek freak, he knows where he's lacking, so he attacks other way. That guy defends. Spade, he just played LeBron in the Cavs last night, and Greek freak went bananas. Give me some Greek freak. Greek freak number 4 on my list. At number 3, Spade.
Didn't he get blocked? He got blocked by LeBron.
I mean, Spade, blocks happen.
I was asking if I saw it right.
Come on,
I thought maybe I saw it wrong.
Spade, you're supposed to be the NBA expert on this show. You know, Spade.
I am.
Well, then getting blocked going to the basket happens. Getting the ball stolen from you happens. Getting dunked on happens. That happens.
I just asked the question.
At number 3, Spade, I feel like the top 3 guys are going to be the same on both lists. Let's see. You might have it vice versa. At number 3, give me Kawhi Leonard. I have Kawhi Leonard at number 2. I mean, what more can you say about Kawhi? Play both ends.
You got him where? You got him 2 or 3? Because you keep.
I got him 3. I got 3. I got Kawhi at number 3.
Okay.
Play both ends of the floor. Can shoot the 3 ball. Kawhi, to me, I still see more growth for Kawhi. I think Kawhi can get you 25 a game if he be more aggressive. And Popovich, I know he's injured right now, but Popovich has told Kawhi, be more aggressive offensively. I think Kawhi can get you 25 a night at least offensively every night. So for that reason, Kawhi's number 3 on my list. Kawhi. Give me Kawhi Leonard.
All right. I respect that. I got Kawhi at 3 as well. I know it's a huge group of supporters for Kawhi. People saying that Kawhi is the best player in the league. In the words of my boy Lee Corso, not so fast, my friend. I don't think he is yet. I'm with LaParis. I think he's got room to grow. I kind of, and I hate to, it's not his fault. Let me make sure I say that. But I kind of feel like Pop in the system, I think it helps Kawhi out a lot. I like Kawhi, great guy. A lot of people say he don't really have emotion. I think his braids is just too tight. Like before I went bald, I had some braids, and sometimes I couldn't like get my face to do other things either.
This guy.
Let me give you my number 2, man. My number 2 is none other than Kevin Durant. For the same reasons that I mentioned when I was talking about the opportunities I feel like Paul George got. KD was a monster anyway, but he's so damn efficient in Golden State. I don't think people realize how efficient this dude is. You look at LaParis just mentioned Carmelo in his first game at OKC. I think he was something like 8 of 20. I think PG was something like 9 of 23. And I know that's just one game, and these guys are going to figure it out. But when you see KD come out and that man be something like 10 for 12. Like, he's crazy efficient. And even though they lost that game to the Rockets, he had an opportunity. I mean, he made the shot, just couldn't get it off. His efficiency, to me, is the most impressive thing about his game right now. To me, he's easily the second best small forward in the league.
I mean,
are you all right with that?
I agree. Like, I got KD at number 2. I have KD at number 2 for all the reasons you said. But let me tell you what shocked the hell out of me. Spade. The Warriors led the league last year in blocks. And the reason was because of KD. KD had like 8 blocks in like the last game they played. And he just gets a lot of just off, like, coming from the weak side type of blocks. Like, KD had like 8 blocks. I was like,
arms
Spade,
like
when I found out the Warriors led the league in blocks, I couldn't believe it. Like, KD definitely, I'm not a fan anymore. I'm not a fan of KD anymore. But I would be naive to not have this guy on this list at number 2 for all the reasons you stated. On top of KD has been locked in defensively. Like, you coming out the game and you getting blocks like you a center. Now, I know KD probably 7'1". He be lying talking about he's 6'11". Right. He got a wingspan that's probably like 8 feet. So
yeah, I
just think KD is an amazing player. He deserves to be number 2 on this list. I don't have him number 1 because this guy I have at number 1 belongs on everybody's list. Still, to me, the best player in the league. If we was doing best player in the league, this guy would still be number 1 on my list, and that's none other than LeBron James. Spade. I don't think I have to go long-winded on LeBron. LeBron is LeBron. Whatever team you put LeBron on, they going whatever team you put LeBron on, they are going to the playoffs. They are going to the finals. So LeBron James, for that reason, he makes all his teammates better. He does everything on the floor. High basketball IQ. Locks in on both ends of the floor. Give me some LeBron James, best small forward in the league. I don't want to say it's not close, but LeBron should be number 1 on everybody's list.
Yeah, I don't even have a speech. I got Bron at 1. That's all I got.
Okay, let's move. Leave your top 5 small forwards in the comment section down below. I know there's gonna be some Spurs fans out there that put Kawhi over KD. You're crazy, but
I was gonna say that's a reach.
I definitely think. Let me just say this, and then we can move on, Spade. I definitely think playing. It's got a lot easier for KD playing with Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green. You play with those type of guys. Those guys are knockdown shooters. It makes life a lot easier. I can understand why KD went there. I don't like it, but I can understand why he went there. And it seemed to pay off. He won the championship. He's still petty as all hell. He petty as all hell.
Oh, yeah.
But he won a championship, won an MVP, well-deserved. But LeBron is definitely the best small forward in the league. Spade.
Yes,
Let's go to the 2 guards, baby. That's what I want to be because I know I'm so interested on where you're going to put some of these 2 guards, Spade. So, you want me to start at 5 or you want to go? Matter of fact, I want you to start at number 5.
Okay.
All right, at number 5, Spade, of your 2 guards, your top 5 2 guards in the league right now, give me your number 5.
My number 5 just found a new home, man. I feel like I keep saying this. These players just keep finding new teams, man. This guy right here, once upon a time, he was mentioned in the conversation for best shooting guard in the league. I don't have him there, and I don't know how he's going to work in this new system. I just don't know how he's going to work there. So at number 5, I've got Jimmy Butler as the 5th best shooting guard in the league, man. I don't know. Look, let me tell you this. I don't want to go long-winded.
I thought you was going to say something else.
No. I don't want to go long-winded, but let me tell you this. It's still early in the season, but from what I've seen out there, Jimmy Butler got to find a way to be more aggressive. Like, you can't be out there scoring 10, 12 points a game and think you're going to stay on my list. You're not, because y'all seen me. I make changes on the fly. I control, alt, delete that. Go ahead, bro.
Woo. Spade, I thought you was going to say Dwayne Wade.
Stop. It's 2017. You didn't think that.
Spade, I did. You said they changed the scenery. It wasn't clean. But Spade, at number 5, I have Jimmy Butler as well for all the reasons you stated. I think Jimmy Butler get it figured out. You know, they still trying to get. I mean, Tibbs going to make sure Jimmy, he loves Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler going to be locked in defensively. I think as the season go on, I think we'll see Jimmy Butler, put up better numbers. But I still have Jimmy as a top 5 2 guard in this league. I think playing with Towns is definitely going to make his life a little easy because he was it with Chicago. So I think playing with Towns and Wiggins definitely going to make his life easier. So I have Jimmy Butler at number 5 as well. Okay. At number 4, Spade. I'm going to shock you. I don't know if this guy on your list.
Uh-oh.
I don't know if this guy's on your list.
Uh-oh.
Spade, give me some C.J. McCollum at number 4. Give me C.J. McCollum at number 4. Now, I know a lot of people want to be like, yo, C.J. McCollum. Spade, let me tell you, C.J. McCollum is a player in this league. If I'm not mistaken, Spade, he was on your list last year. But I love some C.J. McCollum, Spade. C.J. McCollum, to me, is a player in this league. He can fill it up. And I said this on a show and on a past show, Spade. One thing I like about CJ said, you know what? This jumper ain't falling tonight. Watch this. CJ will go to that rack, get to that strike. He'll attack the basket, get fouled. So give me some CJ McCollum at number 4, Spade.
Okay. Woo, that was weird. All right, folks, let me bring some normality back to this thing because I don't know what the Paris got in his peace pipe. At number 4, man, this dude right here I was very hard on. Very hard on. To me, he broke off. He got paid before he was necessarily deserving of it. Once upon a time, really had some issues with injury. I was watching him last season. I felt like he took a giant leap forward. I expect another leap forward this year. You got to go to the East for this guy. I'm talking about Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal was worth the price of admission for the Wiz last season. They're going to need it again this season. I got Bradley Beal at 4. Let me go ahead and give you my 3. You all right with that?
Yeah, I'm good. Bradley Beal didn't make my list. Honorable mention. He was right there. It was between him and Jimmy at 5, but I went Jimmy. Jimmy a little more locked in defensively than Bradley Beal, but I ain't mad at Bradley Beal. Go ahead.
Wow. Number 3, things get a little shaky around here, man. Y'all, if you're standing while you're listening to this podcast, you might want to sit down. A lot of people are not going to like this, and I'm going to explain. The guy I got at number 3 is a knockdown shooter. He's a two-way player. Plays on offense, plays on defense. Hell of a player. I got a couple of gripes with this guy's game. I don't think he can create for himself. I don't. I think he's a catch-and-shoot guy. There's absolutely nothing wrong with being a catch-and-shoot guy. Some of my favorite players are catch-and-shoot guys. But if we're talking about all around, we're talking about what a player brings. I got to dock him for the fact that I ain't never seen him put it on the floor and get by anybody. And for that reason, I got him at number 3. So for me, the number 3 shooting guard going into the season is Klay Thompson. Sorry, Klay. That's why I got him.
Just so disrespectful.
That's why I got him, bro.
At number 3, Spade, let me give you the real guy that belongs at number 3, and that's none other than DeMar DeRozan. DeMar DeRozan, let me tell you something. DeMar DeRozan, we said it. I think we both said it, Spade. Best player on the Raptors. People want to tell me, don't tell me Kyle Lowry and all that, because DeMar DeRozan was out there by himself, hooping all playoffs by himself, backpacking them boys, because Valanciunas didn't show up. Lowry was nowhere to be found. They still had Cousins. Where was Serge? I don't know where any of these guys at. DeMar DeRozan was bringing on both ends of the court. DeMar DeRozan started the season, last season, dropping everybody off with like 30 a game. I expect DeMar DeRozan to still get growth. That 3-point jump shot, he still don't pull it with confidence, but I expect that to get a little bit better than it previously was. So at number 3, I have DeMar DeRozan.
I like that. Let me stop you, because it was an honorable mention for me. And I think this is the second time I've done this, and it drives people crazy. I was looking at him and Jimmy Butler. I think DeMar DeRozan is leaps and bounds better offensively than Jimmy Butler. Don't think he's that great defensively, and I don't think I don't think you can rely on him to make a 3, and that's the only reason why he didn't make my list. But I love DeMar DeRozan's offensive game inside the arc. Go ahead.
At number 2, Spade, I have none other than I'm gonna tell you what. It took everything for me not to put Justin Holiday on this list for the Chicago Bulls. Everything.
Man, if you don't get your ass out of here.
But at number 2, I have none other than Klay Thompson. For all the reasons you stated, but except I'm a little different from you, Spade. I think Klay can create by himself, man. You can throw Klay in the post. He can shoot the 3. Defensively, he locks in. Like, I think Klay...
You can throw him in the post?
Yes, Spade. They throw Klay in the post? Yes. Spade, let me tell you, you want to stop disrespecting Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson is a complete player, and for that reason, Klay Thompson, I got you, Klay. I got you. You number 2 on my list.
You got Clay. You seen Clay take somebody off the dribble? Create?
Yes. Hell yeah.
I mean, sometimes them games be blacked out for you, boy. Maybe maybe it's the blackout.
Hey, you got lead pass. Stop fronting. You right. You be sleep. You right.
Oh, wow. All right, folks. You know what? From time to time, when I give y'all these lists, it be groundbreaking. I'm prophetic. I say things, and y'all come back later and be like, Spade.
First of all, time out. Let me get a 20. Let me get a 20. Coach, give me a 20. Ref, give me a 20. Spade, your list don't be groundbreaking because I saved you last week.
What did I say that was
somebody
wrong,
off
bro?
your list. You let somebody off your list, and I let you redo your list. Okay?
Yeah, but that don't happen often. That was a mistake.
Just move on. Just move on.
Can I get back to my intro? Let me do my intro. My list be groundbreaking. A lot of times people be like, Spade, this list is crazy. And those people come back later and they be like, Spade, you're a genius. Like, I didn't see it. LaParis didn't see it. The world didn't see it. But you did. And I'd be like, yeah, I'll try, you know? So here we go, man. At number 2, the nerve of somebody that had this dude way back yonder. You know who the best player on the Portland Trail Blazers is? CJ McCollum. Know why? He can do it all. He can pull the midi. He can shoot the 3. He can create for himself. And just like LaParis said, when the shot ain't falling, he knows how to get to the charity stripe. I know a lot of people watching basketball don't like the players that can get hooked up in they defenders' arms and get to the charity stripe. Y'all say it slow the game down and it make the game boring. That's fine. But you know what else it do? It get down points. And the last time I checked, that's what you want your guys to do, especially my shooting guard. I want him to be able to score. And I want a shooting guard who, when his shot ain't falling, he still can get me points. The second best shooting guard in the league going into this season is none other than CJ McCollum. Don't you dare put that man at 4th. What's wrong with you? Woo.
Okay, Spade. Oh, okay. Spade, give me a number 1. We already know who it is. I'm pretty sure this guy is number 1 on your list.
I need drum roll.
Spade,
number 1, the best shooting guard in the league. Bro, let me do this right, bro. Let me do this right.
Just say it, Spade.
The number 1 shooting guard in all the land.
Chris Middleton.
Everybody got this man number 1 on your list. You do. I do. Your mama do. Your daddy do. It's none other than James Harden. He can do it all. He can go right now. Back in the days, he couldn't go right. He can go right. He can go left. He can step back. He can Euro. He can cook. He can go low threes. And he's versatile. He's the best point guard, best shooting guard.
What are you doing in the playoffs?
He can do it all. He can cook. He can Euro. Step back. He's money from the free throw line, and when all of that stuff right there ain't working, he knows how to get to the charity stripe where he shoots upwards. He shoots in the upper 80 percentile from the stripe. James Harden, hands down the number 1 shooting guard in the league. I want to take it a step further, LaParis. I know you do, because I trust you to do the right thing. But if any listeners of this show, whether you're watching on YouTube or listening in one of our various podcast channels, I want to make sure, let me scoot up, bro. Look. If anybody ain't got James Harden number 1 on your list, slap yourself twice. Because I don't know what's wrong with you. And the first slap just might not do it. Slap yourself twice. James Harden's the best shooting guard in the league. Probably he's going to go down in history as one of the best shooting guards to ever play this sport called basketball. The great sport that the Lord has blessed us with. Go ahead, LaParis.
Listen. What did you just say, Spade? Did you say he the best 2 guard ever?
He's going to go down in history as one of the best 2 guards to ever play this sport that the Lord has blessed us with. We are blessed to have basketball, bro. How many NFL topics we got today, LaParis? I'm just wondering. How many?
Listen.
That's what I thought.
I'm going to keep it short and sweet. The number 1 2 guard I have on my list is none other than James Harden. James Harden.
You can't wait. You can't put a little more energy in it, bro. Listen, are you disappointed that he's number 1?
You put enough energy in it for both of us. I'm pretty sure he gonna win 100 more strong. The season just started. It's a long season. He gonna win 100 more strong. We on episode. Hold on, y'all. Let me talk to y'all. We on
147
episode
or 147.
147. James Harden done won Strong Arm Performer of the Week 133 times on this show, and I'm pretty sure he's going to win the next 100, especially with the season just started.
Wow,
but
that's very. I give it to who's deserving.
I still think James Harden is a phenomenal player. James Harden not only can pass the ball, can distribute, can grab rebounds, can score, can get to the stripe. I'm not sold on James Harden. I mean, he got better defensively, especially from where he used to be. But I'm not really sold on James Harden in the playoffs for whatever reason. When James Harden get in the playoffs, something happened. But nonetheless, without James Harden on that team don't even make the playoffs. So it's James Harden a bust. So for that reason, James Harden is my number one shooting guard in the league. And next week, Spade, we going point guard. So we're going in the
James
top
Harden
five.
my number one point guard too, bro.
Oh Lord, if you put James Harden at point guard, I'm walking off this show. I'm walking off this show.
Did we just say CP3 was injured? We just said that, right?
I'm walking off this show.
All right, fine.
Let's move on, bro.
All right,
let's move. We want you guys to leave your top 5 small forward 2 guards in the comment section down below. If you don't want to comment, you can also tweet us, email us, highlight us any way you can. Let us know your top 5 small forwards, 2 guards in the league. We're going point guards next week. That should be fun because I think me and Spade list will differ. It better not. The number 1 point guard better be who I think it's going to be, but we want to say that for next week. Spade, let's move on.
Okay.
We're gonna go to the pick'em game. Got a good pick'em game this week. Me and Spade both got dubs last week. Spade is currently up
12 or 13 or something.
No, bro. You up 3. You up 3 games. So this right here, this game right here is going to get me back closer to where I can catch up. Spade, I got a good one for us this week, and that's none other than your Atlanta Falcons versus the New England Patriots. Who do you have and why?
Where's this game going to be at, sir? Matter of fact, it don't matter. Don't answer that. It don't matter. Do you think this day going to roll up and Matty Ice Ryan ain't got this date circled on the calendar? You think Julio 10 Toes Jones ain't got this date circled on the calendar? That's what you think?
They should have had the Super Bowl circled on the calendar.
You think Dan Quinn ain't got this date circled on the calendar? Man, give me Atlanta.
Did they have the Super Bowl circled?
Give me Atlanta.
Did they have quarter number 4 and 3 circled?
Give me Atlanta.
Spade. Did they have quarter number 3 and 4 circled in the Super Bowl?
Can you do the Falcons sound for me?
Nah, hell nah.
Well, I'm just dirty bird over here. Ain't no way the Falcons going. Man, look, so many emotions gonna rush to these guys. They gonna think about the fact that they had the Patriots choked out. They had them choked out, and they revived them, and then the Patriots got up and stole on them. You think the Falcons gonna forget about that?
I'm gonna tell you
the Falcons, bro. Who you like?
This ain't last year Falcons. I don't know what's wrong with their offense. I think losing that offensive coordinator, Shanahan, hurt them a lot.
I don't.
And for that reason, and I'm not happy about it because the Patriots have some issues on defense that I'm not pleased about. I expect a big game from Julio Jones, and I still think they're going to lose. So give me the New England Patriots, Spade. And this game right here is the start of my win streak of getting back in the pick'em game. I actually think I got 2 wins. Check the tape. I think I got 2 wins. Spade, I think I got 2 wins. Check the tape. But I got the New England Patriots in this game right here. Something is wrong with Atlanta. I don't know why they just can't get Julio Jones the ball. Everybody else, people was tweeting me saying, well, Julio Jones was double. So was AB. So was Odell Beckham. So was Dez Bryant. All these guys are double. So was Jordy Nelson. These guys are double. And for some reason, all their quarterbacks can get them the ball. I don't know why they can't get Julio Jones the ball. And I expect a big game from Julio Jones in this game, and I still think they're going to lose. So give me the New England Patriots.
Wow. You got a score or you don't got no score?
Let me give you a score. I'm going to say 31-28 New England. Go!
Oh, wow.
They're going to beat your Atlanta Falcons.
Go. Better yet, I'll go. Let's wrap because I'm not. That's what we're not going to do. Last segment of the show today, folks. We call this a Strong Arm Performer of the Week. This is the Heisman podcast. It's a very prestigious diamond encrusted trophy that we give away to a male or female every week who raised his or her level to ensure that their team got the victory. LaParis, you on the hot seat, bro. Who you giving yours to and why?
I'm giving it to a guy that I don't know what the hell happened to this guy. He's just been...
That's how you started?
Yeah, man. He's been a guy that I look at every week, and I'm like, what happened? Like, this guy was on his way to arriving and being an elite guy, but he couldn't find it until he played Thursday night against the Kansas City Chiefs, and that's none other than Amari Cooper, who had 11 catches, 210 yards, and 2 TDs in a great game on a Thursday nights have been great football-wise this year. Anybody that say it isn't telling the truth. Thursday night have been a slew of great games, and we had another one with the Raiders and the Chiefs, and Amari Cooper had 11 catches, 210 yards, 2 TDs in a 31-30 win over the Kansas City Chiefs. And for that reason right there, Amari Cooper, I hope you found your hands now, because people looking at you like, yo, what happened? You are a shell of yourself. Well, Amari Cooper got it together, at least for that game, and for that reason, you are my strong arm performer of the week, Amari Cooper.
Yeah, that's cool.
11 catches, 210, 2 TDs, babe. That ain't impressive?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's impressive. That's impressive. I ain't gonna front. That's nice.
I mean, babe, we already know you giving it to James Harden. Just come on.
Actually, I'm not. Let me ask you something, LaParis. How you feel about bullying? You all right with bullying? You think that's okay?
Hey, Spade, I'm a guy that feel like either you bully or you get bullied. So I'm good with bullies. I feel like you bully or you get bullied. Wow. You either be a bully or you get bullied.
First of all, let me tell y'all something. Bullying is not okay. But one of the proudest moments of my life is when I see a person stand up to a bully.
Okay.
I like that. And that's what we're going today. The bully in today's story is the Golden State Warriors. And every time they see the Houston Rockets, they just dance when they make threes. They leave their hand up in the air. Steph be giving them the shoulders. It's just all extra. Just bullying. But one guy in the Houston Rockets uniform got fed up with it. Stood up to the bully. Poked his chest out like this right here. Fought back. This guy goes by the name of James Harden. Let me tell you what he did, y'all. 27 points. 10 dimes. 6 rebounds. Almost gave him a trip dub to start the season off with a win against Golden State. I know what y'all gonna say. Bro, that wasn't a good game? That's not a good game? Let me tell you something, LaParis. Let me tell you what you don't know. Because you got league pass, but you don't know this. Chris Paul didn't play well. Chris Paul had 4 points. Right? James Harden said, I want to take a back seat. I don't want all these trip dubs. I want somebody to help. He got out there and he realized Chris Paul, he afraid of the bully too. Chris Paul afraid of the bully too. James Harden said, I'm not, damn it. And he stood up. He got that win for that performance and for anti-bullying. James Harden is my strong arm performer of the week. Well deserved, James.
Did he stand
bullying
up to the
is not all right.
Playoffs?
Bro, the season just started, bro.
Listen, y'all. I'm so sorry we got to deal with this James Harden stuff for over the next 100 episodes. It's going to be a long season. And James Harden going to win about 100 more strong arm performers of the week because Spade just finds a way to include.
Bro, was that a
James
bad performance? Is he not deserving? Tell me that.
Spade,
tell me he's not deserving.
Before I close the show, do you have anything else to add, Spade? Anything? Not pertaining to James Harden.
Eric Gordon had 24 points off the bench in that game.
Listen, y'all, I apologize. He says I can't. He always say I can't do my job. He's a fan of James Harden.
Bro, is he not deserving?
He always happen to just get. He can't do his job when it comes when the season starts. In his mind, it just be like, did James Harden win? Let me look. Ladies and gentlemen,
I did not
apologize.
Do that. I'm not that petty.
Listen,
from now on, bro, if you got a problem with my picks, you can just pick my strong arm performer of the week too.
No,
fine.
Fans, I want to say this. I'm gonna say this to the fans. We might have to implement the James Harden ban again, y'all. You might have to do it. I'm not pulling the trigger yet.
Last year. After you implemented the ban, you broke it. You gave him the award.
I don't never get to give the award to James Harden because you give it to him every week.
So that's what this is about. You wanted to give it to him first.
Absolutely not.
Let's talk about it, bro.
I wanted to give it to.
You give him the award 1 week, I give it to him.
I'm not going to pull the trigger on the ban yet, y'all, because it's early in the season. It's only been a few games. He picked James Harden. But if we go on this run where it's James Harden, we will implement the ban, y'all.
You need to tell the NBA to implement some stop James Harden so he won't be deserving. But if he out there dropping folks off, damn near getting tripped dubs every day, I don't understand why he's not deserving.
I want to apologize for this James Harden.
Let's wrap the show, because you're not going to disrespect my boy.
I want to thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Strong Arm Sports. It's been a great show. As usual, if you're new here, bang the subscribe button and take 2 seconds. If you're a regular, hit the like button. It's like right there. Just hit it. It's right there. Also, it's a bell up there. You can hit that ding dong. You can hit that bell, and it rings your bell. When we upload a new episode, it informs you right to your phone. You can be like, oh, okay, hour and 30 minutes. Let me bang the like, watch 30, cut it off, watch another 30, cut it off, watch another 30. Hey, we got you covered. As usual, if you don't want to see two dudes arguing in the box, we got audio podcasts everywhere. SoundCloud, ऊPodOmatic, iTunes. We everywhere. We want to thank y'all for your continued support. We can't thank you enough. This has been another episode of Strong Arm Sports. We'll see you guys next episode. We out. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry about the James Harden Strong Arm Performer of the Week, y'all. I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry, y'all.
Canes. Before we end the show, LaParis and Florida State win this week. We'll see y'all next week.
Just slander.
We'll see y'all next week.
I appreciate all y'all, man. We'll see you guys next week. We out. Peace.